Alright, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this storage room right here. This is what it looks like. And basically all it is a room full of chests and basically these item frames that indicate which chest is for what. So this copper stair is for this chest, and it's really nice because the item frame isn't in your way when you're trying to click on the chest. And just to give you an example, basically, if you're coming back from like a mining expedition, or in this case collecting wood, all you have to do is just throw your items into this chest, and the items will start shooting out in that water stream, and then they're gonna end up in the correct chest. Let's do a little different one. Let's do gold. No, let's do copper. Copper is all the way down there. Let me pull out my spyglass real quick. It's right there. There's copper. So if I send copper, or if I put copper into this chest, basically the copper will shoot out and it will actually go to the correct chest. I don't know why that looks so weird, but it's here. Here it is. It's coming in slowly. So yeah, that's basically all it does, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how to build this. Alright, so basically the whole storage system right there revolves around this idea of item filters right here, and this is what it looks like, and we're going to be using two different ones. We're going to be using this for the bottom half. As you can see, there's like two halves. For the bottom half, we're going to be building this version because it saves us on a little bit of redstone, and that's the important thing. The top half has to be this size just because of the way I designed it, and this is the material list that you're going to need. As you can see, there is a lot of hoppers if you don't have a lot of iron, and you need some. I have a iron golem farm tutorial. If you need that, it's really easy to build. Take you like an hour to build, and that's about it. And you're just gonna need some redstone dust, some compressed ice, and soul sand. You just need one piece. There's like a stack and 50 of comparators and redstone repeaters, a stack and 50 of chests, 5 stacks of redstone. Basically everything you need. These don't have to be glass. This can be any block. I'm just gonna use glass in this tutorial. So yeah. Alright, to start off with this build, this is the room that you're going to need to allocate to build this storage room. So as you can see, it's quite large, but it is 5 blocks wide in the beginning. This is going to be the entrance. So I just want to kind of figure out how you're going to build this and where you're going to build it, and make sure you allocate enough room. And then this is going to be kind of like the little sections of it. So this is what it's going to look like. So there's going to be one section here and one section here. Basically that's what it's going to look like. And then there's actually 5 sections. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's one at the end. And then our input chest is going to go right here, and our output chest, the output chest is basically anything that isn't filtered by the storage system. All the items will end up in this chest. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to build the kind of first cell, and then you just need to replicate it about like 4 times. So basically what we're going to do is place chests all along this first cell right here, and then you want to make sure these are double, just like this. And then I forgot to get something. We need stairs. It doesn't matter what type of stair. You can use any stairs. I'm going to use quartz stairs because they look nice. And we're going to put the stair on this half of the chest. So it's going to be on this side. And then we are going to make it too tall, just like this. And then we're going to put another set of chests just like this. And then after that, what we're going to do is place hoppers going into these first bottom chests like this, and then another set going into these stairs. And these hoppers have to be going into these stairs. It has to look like this. It cannot be facing down. And that only has to happen to the first row. And then for this top set of chests, we're actually going to be facing these hoppers below. And then we're going to put another set of stairs because I think it looks good. And then we're going to place more blocks above this, and then these are temporary blocks right here, and then these hoppers once again have to be facing into a block just like so. You can remove those temporary blocks, and that is what it's going to look like. And now what we're going to do, we're going to start off at the bottom half. We're going to place blocks all along this, and then we're going to go one more block down, and then on this row of blocks we're going to be placing redstone torches just like that. And then we're going to go one more block down, so that is what it's going to look like, just kind of like this shape. We're going to be placing redstone repeaters, and then one more block up, just like this, and then another block across, just like this. redstone comparators, and then redstone just along these blocks. And then that is it for the bottom half. That's where I said we were going to use that cheaper version because it's one redstone cheaper. And then for this top half, it's basically the exact same thing. We're going to be building it a little different though. So we're actually going to go at the same level of the top chests right here. And we're going to set a row of blocks just like this. And then we're going to place redstone torches along here. And then we're going to place blocks on top of those redstone torches. And then we're going to add another set of blocks. So it's going to look like an L kind of. You want to go one more block down just like this. And then add repeaters facing into the block with the redstone torches. One more block up just like this, and then another block across. You want to place your comparators right here, and then redstone dust all along that. So basically, once you are done with that, you want to build this on the other side, and then you just want to replicate that 4 more times, and then 1 more time at the end of the build. They all look exactly the same, and yeah. Alright, so once you are done kind of replicating all of the storage areas, what we're going to do next is actually place in these water streams that we're going to be using to send out the items. So what we're going to do is place a ice block on the left side, so we're going to start on this side, right here, and basically we're going to be placing them in between these hopper sections, and then we are going to add glass blocks just like this. And this is what it's going to look like. Make sure you add a glass block right here. So basically you want to continue this glass block area right here, another ice, and then another glass just like this. So this is what it's going to look like. And then basically at all of these places where you're going to be placing compressed ice, you're going to be placing an oak sign. So as you can see at the very beginning, I placed a compressed ice, so there goes a sign. Another sign every 5 blocks, basically where the ice is at. And this is what it's going to do is allow water to travel 5 blocks and stop, and then we can place more ice, or we can place more water, and then the water will stop. And then we basically keep doing this. Just remember to add your blocks and ice just like this. And make sure to add your signs, as that is very important. And then basically you want to keep doing this. You want to do it on this side, and you also want to do it on this side. And then at the end of this side, basically what you want to do is just place an ice right there, and then place a block right here, a ice and then a sign. So just remember to add those glass blocks, the ice between, and then a stair, or not a stair, a sign, and then water. And then I'm going to quickly show you how to build the corner ones. They're very simple. Basically all you do is you add glass blocks, or not glass blocks, ice blocks on the side like this, and then you just want to create this tubing just like this. And then you want to add glass blocks underneath this tubing. And basically we place signs wherever there is a ice block just like this, and then all we do is just place water. This water should flow down and stop at this ice block right here because of the sign. And that is how you basically build one of these corners. You just want to do the same thing on this side, and yeah. Alright, so this is what you should kind of have. Basically these piping that's going to be moving the items along just like this, and there should be water in between all of these signs just like this. So after that, what we're going to do is bring this water up. So we're going to place a soul sand, and then we're going to create tubing around the soul sand just like this. And this tube is going to go up to this hopper level just like this. And then we're going to place a block here, and then we're going to create like a kind of more tubing basically. So this is what the tubing is going to look like. And then remember to bring this tubing all the way across just so that the water doesn't spill out. And also remember to place a ice right here. Wherever there's ice, we place a sign just like that. And basically what we're going to do is place whole water blocks. These have to be water blocks in between all of these blocks, and that will make the soul sand below push the items with some force up. So since it's coming up with some force, we're going to be blocking that off so that the items just don't fly out. And then you want to place another water bucket right there, and then the water bucket will travel across these hoppers and then stop at this sign. That's why I put that sign there, so it basically wouldn't continue. And then you just want to cap off where the water bubble stream is at, just to this point. You don't have to go all the way, but yeah. So basically, we're going to be putting in ice in between all the hoppers, and wherever there's ice, we put signs, and then you just can continue this tubing. This tubing can be built out of any block. I'm just using glass because I think it looks nice, and basically, you just keep doing that. Alright, so basically once you're done with that, this is what your tubing should look like. This is a different version of the storage room, so just take note of the water streams because we're not really done with anything else. But the next thing that we are going to do is actually figure out where we're going to have every block in this system. So as you can see, I placed item frames, and then this item frame corresponds to stripped oak log, and that's basically what we're going to do. So we're just going to place item frames or signs. You can use signs too, and just basically label all of these chests with an item. So yeah, just figure out where you want your items, and that's basically it for this part. Alright, so basically now that you have identified which item you want for each chest, so it's going to look something like this, what we're going to do next is on this bottom set of hoppers, we are going to be placing our filter block, and our filter block is basically a block or an item that you're never going to be putting into the storage system. So let's say you have a lot of dirt or a lot of cobble, you can use that as your filter block, and basically the filter block is going to look something like this. So this bottom half, it's going to be 11, but this filter block, you can never throw the filter block into the storage system or it will break it. So maybe you have a lot of cobble or you have a lot of dirt, but you want to store that dirt in the storage system, then you're going to have to choose another item, and you're gonna need a lot of this item, since we're gonna be putting 5 into all of these bottom set of hoppers. But maybe you don't have enough of another item. You can always rename a block, basically. So you can rename some stacks of cobblestone into filter or whatever, and then you can use that as your filter block as long as you never place the same item with the same name into this item hopper, then it won't break. So basically that's all you need to do. Once you get your item filter, basically what you're gonna do is just place 5 blocks in all of these bottom hoppers. So it's going to look something like this, just like this. Oh, there you go. And you just want to keep doing that to all of the bottom set, and then basically once you're done with that, you're gonna have to do the same on the top set, but the top set is going to look a little different. The top set, since it's like 1 block bigger, it's going to need more item filters for the storage room to work, and this one's going to need 11. So it's going to look something like this, and then basically once again you want to do the exact same thing on this top half. Alright, so once you're done with that, basically what you want to do is take the item that you have set to the chest. So for example, this chest is meant for gold and gold only. You want to go to the top hopper, this hopper right here, and then you want to place 3 of that item that you've chose. So for me it's gold, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. One item will go down into this item hopper right here, and then that shouldn't be in there, and then we can place more items. So as you can see, if we throw gold into this hopper, the gold will end up in the chest. But let's say for example we throw in a diamond, the diamond will not go into the chest because that isn't what it's set to. It's set to gold. And then for the top half, since we have this chest for diamonds and diamonds only, we go to this item hopper right here, and then we put in I think 2 diamonds. So 1, 2. One item will go down into this hopper, and then if we place any more items, basically it will go into the chest. And if we do this exact same thing, the item won't go into the item hopper because it is not set to this item, but it's set to diamond, so basically the item will go in. So that's all you have to do for this not the last step, but for this section. You just have to put the items into the correct areas. So yeah. So the last thing for this build, we are going to be building the input chest and the output chest, and we're going to start with the input chest first. So basically you want to put the chest kind of right here. So it is 2 blocks away from this entrance right here, and then basically that's it. And then what we're going to be doing is getting ourselves some soul sand. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do it like this so that we don't have to use soul sand. And then basically that's what it's going to look like right here. We're going to be using glass, and we're going to be connecting it to this water stream right here. I forgot to put the water stream back. Let me put this back right here. And basically all we have to do is just create a tubing. Just like this. We don't need these corner pieces. And then we just finish this tubing right here. So this is what it's going to look like. And then you want to place a water bucket right here, and then another water bucket right here. The water will basically go down the stream. Make sure to cap off the top just a little bit so that the items don't go flying everywhere. And then that is what it's going to look like. It has to look like this. If it don't put the dropper right here just to make it easier so it can flow down, it has to, the items have to come up and then push against this block so that they don't fall in between the hoppers. So if you look at my character, actually, let me see if I can, if we look at my character, you can see how he kind of goes down a little bit and then he comes back up. That will happen to the items, so they'll get like stuck in this spot right here. So that can happen. So that's why we push it up against this block, because if we're pushed up against this block, as you can see, my character will go down. Oh, he didn't have enough momentum. Let's give him some more. My character will go down the water stream, but he won't get stuck in these item hoppers. So that is important. So basically, once you're done building something like this, we are going to be creating a clock. So it's going to look something like this. We're going to place a block right here, comparator, another block right here. Forgot to get a redstone torch, block, another torch. We're going to build something that looks like this. So 4 blocks right here, repeater, actually no repeater right there, repeater right there facing into this block with the redstone torch. Redstone like this, set this repeater to 4, and then you want to bring down this redstone line just like this, and it should look like that. So now let me just make sure the items don't actually go into the system. If we put in an item in there, the item will shoot out and it will be pushed up against the block and it will work as intended. Alright, so for creating the output chest, it is super easy. Basically, you want to place a hopper above this chest. This is going to be the output chest. And then we're just going to bring this water stream all along. Basically, it's just going to fall into this chest right here. And this chest is basically for items that were not sorted by the sorting system. So it's going to just fall into this chest, and that is where it's going to be. And the great thing about this is that basically you can just throw in all your items into the storage system, and then all the items that don't get sorted will just come out this chest. So you can just kind of come here and just throw all your items in here, and if the items aren't sorted, then they will show up right there. So you're going to bring this water stream just like this, and you're basically going to let it stream or go as far as it can, then place a ice block and a sign. And then you're going to place another sign at the end right here, because this is the end, and it's going to fall. The items are going to fall. Basically, the water stream is going to push the items, and the items are going to hit this and then fall into this hopper, into this chest. And with that, you are actually done with the storage room. So yeah, that's basically what it's going to look like. Of course, I didn't add a floor, but you would have a floor. So that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.